Breaking news, Nigerians. The human rights activist Mr. Adeyanju has called on the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar to quit his partisanship, stating that Atiku, Obi, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and Wike's G5 greed led to the emergence of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the last year's presidential election. In a New Year message he personally signed, Adeyanju said for over 3 decades, Atiku's name has appeared prominently in the Nigerian political space, adding that one cannot deny the fact that he has contributed a great deal in shaping the Nigerian democracy, but he needs to quit. From the aborted Third Republic down to the recently conducted 2023 general elections, Atiku Abubakar has played one role or the other in the Nigerian politics with varying results. So, it is time for him to take a bow from politics and serve as a mentor for the younger generation of politicians, Adeyanju had said, stating that keen observers of political issues in Nigeria will attest to the fact that the year 2023 was Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's best shot at the Nigerian presidency. But everything was working in his favor. Everything seemed to be working good around him. But you see, this thing called arrogance, what we call inadequate human relationship, his inability to manage the opposition and several other lesser known factors really contributed to his defeat in the polls. Now, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was directly responsible for the division in the opposition that saw President Tinubu emerging with the slimmest victory margin in Nigeria's recent democratic elections, because he failed to support Peter Obi or prevailed on him to remain in the PDP. He did not give Obi the chance. He wanted it all to himself. He failed to prevail on Kwankwaso to remain in the PDP. Obi left. Kwankwaso left the party. He also picked unnecessary fights with the G5 PDP governors, undermining their strengths and how they would plot to bring him down. Now he has failed. He failed woefully in areas that would have, he would have gotten higher chances at becoming the president. Had the G5, Alhaji Kwankwaso, Peter Obi, and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar worked together as one, under one platform in the 2023 presidential election, then we would have a different president today. But sadly, that ship has sailed. It is for the, it has sailed. So with these few reasons, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar must drop his intentions to run in the 2027 presidential elections. For Christ's sake, he's not the only politician in Nigeria, Adeyanju has said, adding that Atiku must give way for the younger generation of politicians. We can't keep having one cycle of politicians, one cycle, ruling this country over and over again. The cycle must break, and the younger generation must take charge. The youths must lead this nation, not only the elders. Alhaji Atiku should leave behind a legacy of uniting the opposition and pushing for a younger politician to be the president of Nigeria. Atiku Abubakar can also assume the role of Moses and let history be the judge. The opposition must also find a way to work together and present a united front in 2027 through a younger candidate. Adeyanju said, hoping that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar would heed to the call and leave his political legacy unblemished. Guys, this is quite, serious. You see, after the election, that's the 2023 presidential election, towards the ending of the year, we were in talks of merger between these three political parties, the PDP, the Labour Party, and the Nnpp. The opposition parties, they were bringing up talks of merger, especially with the PDP, the Labour Party, and the New Nigerian People's Party. And you see, these talks of merger started before the election, but the PDP stood on their ground. Atiku said no, he would not give in. He would step down for anybody. Peter Obi said no, he's not stepping down for anybody. Rabiu Kwankwaso said no, they are not stepping down for anybody. And after the elections, Nigerians started talking. How had it been had it been these three opposition parties, they formed a merger, they would have defeated, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the elections. So my country people, this is it. Mr. Deji has given his own options regarding this political merger between the opposition parties, that they should form a coalition or a merger so that they can get, the upper hand ahead of the 2027 presidential elections. We are yet to get reactions from the People's Democratic Party, the Nnpp, also the Labour Party, on this consideration on the talks of merger between their parties. Meanwhile, a lot of people have given options that this would certainly be the best option if any of them, would want to emerge and beat the APC at their game, at the 2027 presidential election. So my country people, Nigerians, have reacted to this. Now, the first person said, well, Deji has spoken well, but then we know this is story. Someone must take the lead to someone's success. That is God's way for you. Either you leave it or you take it. Deji, we are all living witness to the last election, which was too glaring that 10 Atikus, Obi, Kwankwaso, and even the much admired G5 could not have upturned, what happened. So these elections was not even conducted. It was given to Tinubu by INEC. Nigerians generally should stop amusing me. Who was fighting for the emergence of Obi as a president? What are we supposed to say? Obi is the main cause why Tinubu emerged as the president of this country due to his desperation to rule. Now, we are saying that this is a stomach infrastructure activist. He is just speaking from another part of his mouth. Okay, there is none of Obi, Atiku, etc. that would really be better than Tinubu. Okay, guys, these are just reactions from Nigerians. So my country people, we all know that Atiku Abubakar has been trying to be the president of this nation ever since he stepped down as the VP, that's the vice president of Nigeria, during Obasanjo's reign. And since then, he has been trying. He contested with the former president Muhammad Buhari, his first tenure, his second tenure. He tried again with Tinubu, and he failed. So people have given these assumptions that it's best for Atiku to drop his political ambition of becoming the president of this great nation and leaving that ambition, that agenda for the younger generations. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.